Hello, welcome back to another episode of AZST. Today we're going to be doing something a little different than we normally do. We're going to be building a scalable jump with the intent of having fun and hopefully improving our skills. First, we talked about the general shape and construction. I proposed we should use Photoshop to map it out, but Father had to outdo me and pulled up AutoCAD. You don't need AutoCAD, you can use Photoshop just fine. Either way, we spent nearly 2 hours finding the angles that we were happy with. We ended up with a 43-degree jump and a 37-degree landing. After we built it, if you use our design, I'd recommend doing a landing that's about 30 to 34 degrees, as ours was a bit steep, but we just see it as extra practice, so it's not that bad. Anyways, I don't really have a good reason as to why we chose those angles. They looked good in our design, and we weren't trying to go too high or too far, so these looked like a good middle ground. We also wanted a box we could move around in the middle to help with confidence in case of case. Anyways, the next day it was time to acquire lumber. After spending our mandatory hour in Home Depot trying to find the cheapest wood, we were ready to check out. This was when we discovered that if you buy warped wood and ask about it, you can get 70% off that piece of lumber. So we got 2 of our 3 pieces of plywood for 70% less than what it should have been. What's better is that the warped wood actually made it easier to fit up to the jump. Anyways, we loaded and unloaded our lumber and got to building the next day. We started by marking our cuts and got to work. So we're going to start with the landing. We're going to use this kind of like the template, and then we just marked out every 6 inches it was, like how high it is, so we'll use that to cut the shape, and then we'll flip it over, do that, and then we'll do the ramp. If you do build the jump like this, I'd recommend using this method opposed to methods you'll see in other videos, because this way you don't have to make a circle with the radius of your jump. Either way, what I would recommend changing, however, is how you cut them. The jigsaw was almost too precise, but I'm not sure what else you could even use. Still, we got the curve straight enough that you don't really notice when you're jumping. We decided to go with the 3-foot wide jump and a 4-foot wide landing. While we were at Home Depot, we discovered that the price of 2x4s had gone up significantly in the past year. Not like anything major has happened though, especially not a pandemic. Anyways, because of this, we decided to use 2x3s instead of 2x4s and saved about $2 per beam. It doesn't really sound like a lot, but we ended up getting 15 8-foot pieces, so it added up. However, you really only need 14 pieces, but the extra one was nice to have just in case. Anyways, we cut our first few 3-foot sections and got to assembling the ramp. After we finished the bones of the ramp, we cut one of our plywood pieces in half and laid it on the ramp. After putting probably 15 more screws than necessary, our jump was done. Now time for the landing. Well, kind of. I'm impatient and I wanted to send this thing right away, so I got my bike, gear, and a light and sent the hook to flat.
Alright, we're going to see just how much this thing moves this time. I'm going to focus on the ramp. Didn't move at all.
And all I can say just from the hook, this thing is fun. I sent it to flat a few more times than we actually started working on the landing. This process for the landing was pretty much the same as the jump. That is, we marked our cuts using the method of measuring upwards every 6 inches and used our first cut as a template, then started assembling. However, where the landing differs from the jump is that our landing is 4 foot wide, not 3, to give us maximum forgiveness. And I gotta say, this was a good idea. Both Father and I have landed on this extra foot at least once. Again, after building the bones, we put way too many screws in the plywood face. So we're going to put in that middle piece. I discovered that we blocked it from this side, so we're having to use alternate methods to put that in.
But hey, that's solid.
Oh yeah, bud.
Solid!
And once again, I am impatient, and we weren't really sure if we even wanted to build the middle box, so it was time to test again.
Your first test run here. We're obviously putting them close together just because of, well, the big safety.
As the gap started getting bigger, I wanted some reassurance, even if I didn't need it, so we began construction of the box. Look at those cheeks. Look at those cheeks. Oh yeah. For the construction of the box, we used our extra plywood pieces to make 2x2 sides and a 4x2 top. We then added our 4 middle connecting beams at the top, and at this point the box was technically done, but we didn't like how unstable it was. So we took 2 of our 2x3 pieces and cut off a roughly 45-degree angle and then screwed them inside as cross beams for more support.
This thing ain't moving anywhere, bud. It ain't moving nowhere.
We've got it on both sides.
Hey, we got it on the B-side. Look at that. Look at that. After this, the box was extremely stable and it was time to test again. That's going to be it for today. If you enjoyed this type of video, let me know and I'll try to do more build stuff like this. I'd like to apologize for the inconsistency in my uploads. School's been kind of consuming every ounce of my time lately. Either way, if you want to see more content like this, make sure to let me know and subscribe to AZST. Pretty much all we do here is make writing videos. Anyways, if you want to help me out, make sure to leave a like and comment. It really helps the algorithm see that even if it's just a few, people do actually watch my videos. Either way, have a good day and remember, please send responsibly.